Hello and welcome to my network project. So first I'll get right into it with some of the code. First thing I did was I created this, it's called raw WO. It's because I followed some of the examples in the presentation to create it. Basically what this one's going to do is it's setting poses of the jet, which you'll see later in the simulation. So basically whenever I modify the position, rotation, or whatever to the jet, it applies to both of them. I also did, where's my other one? Here. I also did the similar thing, but for snooping. But instead of doing a jet, this one accesses the GUI and sets a flag for the snooping, which you'll see later as defined in the GUI, and also spawns the snooper, which is an item in the world, or I guess moves the snooper into view. A little bit more about that is over here in the GUI. You'll notice a lot of this looks a little repetitive with, I use this client checker a lot. There's definitely a more elegant and abstract way of writing it instead of writing it like practically every time I use it. However, this works, and also the reason I have this is because I was doing some testing where I didn't want two networks open, so this is nice in the fact that whenever I don't want a second network open, it is not trying to send a ton of messages and lagging the system and sometimes crashing. So I'll get into the demo. Here. And I stored my client over here in a client folder. I can launch it. And something you'll notice here is if I have both these windows open, and let's say I wanted to switch the position of the jet, which you can see up here, this window is kind of huge, so I'm going to move it for both of them. However, something else interesting, because of the way I have this set up, if I try to do it on this one, it actually won't work for both of them. And that's because basically when these launch, it checks if there's another instance or another window open, and then it connects one way. And so essentially, to fix that, I just have a connect button, which then this is now connected to this, and if I move them, they'll move together. This applies to any of these that we have here. So for any of these rotations, they'll move synchronously. Additionally, along with the connect feature and the movement feature, I have this enable snooping. So if I enable it, you see the noise graphs increase for both of them. You will also see that this red cube is spawned, which represents our snooper. So then if I disable snooping, it disappears from both of them, and the graph goes back to normal. And yeah, that is my networks assignment. Thank you for listening.